Atomfall has been out for a few months now, and it was off to a great start. The game overall is absolutely phenomenal. I love what Rebellion have done with it, making a sort of mystery horror survival title. Now, the survival elements in it are slightly lacking, but other than that, I think it is a great game with an awesome storyline. So far, I've put a ton of hours into it, and we've covered loads of it before. But now we've got some awesome news, and that is that the new DLC finally has a release date, and some more news. Now, news at the moment is still relatively slim, but we have a final release date on Atomfall's newest expansion, the Wicked Isle. Now, we've known that this is going to be in the game since they first released the additions that you could order, and the pre-order was in there for a DLC. We didn't know much about it until much later on, sort of like start of March, we started to find out what this DLC could potentially be about. Now we've got some more news. Now, if you're a fan of Atomfall and other survival and RPG titles, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to see more survival stuff, subscribe to the main channel, Wired Gaming, and check the link tree in the description down below. We've got content out daily across several platforms, such as TikTok, YouTube, and X. So fondle those buttons, I greatly appreciate it. Now, if you ordered Atomfall's Deluxe Edition or bought the upgrade to the Deluxe Edition if you are playing on Game Pass, you'll be entitled to this DLC. And this DLC is called The Wicked Isle, and it launches on June the 3rd. So at the time of recording this video, that's just a few weeks away. And I'm very excited to see what it's all about. We still don't have too much information. We've got a couple of screenshots that we saw on their Twitter page, but other than that, there's not really much else out there. Now, the first thing that we did see was this little GIF here. Atomfall's expansion pack, Wicked Isle, is headed to Xbox on June the 3rd, 2025. Game Pass players can upgrade to the Deluxe Edition, which has the Wicked Isle included. And as you can see, it is just you on a little ship being taken across to some other island. Now, we don't know what's on this or what it's going to be about, but later on in the day, we did see something else. This first one was on May the 21st, the story expansion pack, the Wicked Isle, coming June the 3rd. Then, just a few days later, on May the 23rd, we got this. Take a peek at the Wicked Isle. Atomfall's new expansion pack coming on June the 3rd, 2025. Now, the picture doesn't give away too much information, but there are a few things that we can tell from it based on the main gameplay that we've seen so far. Now, the picture itself doesn't have much information to go off of, other than the obvious red telephone and then the gnome down there, which are collectibles in-game. Something I still haven't actually done a video on. There's a lot of stuff I still want to do for Atomfall, it's just having the time to do it. But then something up here also looked really interesting, and I don't know what that is. Looks like some sort of monument or statue, and then here we have what wouldn't be normal in a village, like a sort of memorial plaque or something along those lines. And then over here we've got the pub, which is the Jolly Angler, which looks like it's actually abandoned. But as you can see, we've got the blue mushrooms, which are out in the wild, which is a rarity. You do see it every so often, but these are more noticeable in like bunkers and in underground areas and the final Oberon site. But other than that, there's not really too much information. It's still sticking with that aesthetic of those little villages. It's not gone like weird space age and more like the Oberon site in general. It still looks like a quaint little village on top, which I do quite like that they've kept that in. I did think this DLC was going to be a lot more dark and mysterious, which the overall gameplay was quite dark and mysterious, and it was quite cool. But whether the Wicked Isle DLC did look, especially by the artwork, a little bit more strange. The first real glimpse we got of that artwork was this here in the Deluxe Edition thing on Steam. Now, I haven't got a better picture of this, but this is what I've got so far. It was pretty much just the dude in the mask holding what looks to be a head in a jar. Very strange, very confusing, and that did look like it was going to be a lot darker than, say, something like the cultists. But we will have to wait and see. And we've not got long to wait, which is great news. I'm very excited to see what the Wicked Isle DLC is. Today, it is just a short video going over what we know so far. Unfortunately, I was on holiday at the time they released all of this, so I am a little bit late to the party. Hopefully, though, you've all enjoyed. If you have, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for much more. Tomorrow, we'll be cracking on with some Starfield Watchtower, which is the new DLC from King Arth Creations. It's not an actual official DLC, but it's basically a whole host of new content, and our playthrough of that will start on Wednesday. Tomorrow, we have a little bit of everything you need to know about it, but for today, that is it from me. Hopefully, you've all enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon with some more Atomfall.